Hello guys, and welcome to my second, technically officially first. Anyway, here I come to another video with me in it, starring me, featuring me, made by me, directed by me, edited by someone else. So today, as previously mentioned, I'm going to talk a little bit about university, my university experience, even though I don't have one. I mean my university choices and kind of, some experience that I have, and also some advice that I'm giving towards myself, and you might be interested to hear towards the end. But before that, I have a spooky story to tell you. I'm joking, it's not a spooky story. It's just an anecdote, but to me, the more I think about it, the more scary it gets. So the college that I'm applying to, and specifically for the course and the college that I'm applying to, you have to hand in written work to get accepted, to find out if you have an interview, etc. For me, I was like, okay, I know exactly what written work I'm going to send in. Bish bosh bash, I got it ready. I was prepared to write some new ones in case they asked me, and I was just like, okay, let me find out. Where's my email? I was waiting, like, my application had already been handed out for UCAS early, and I was just waiting. 1 to 2 weeks before, like, the interview period was meant to start, I was like, what's going on? Thinking, what's going on? I need this email. I'm not really sure what's going on. I've said what's going on too many times. Guess what came in the middle of my Spanish speaking lesson? That sounds sus. An email from Pembroke College informing me, I'm writing to you about the written work, about your course, blah 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 blah. As you have not submitted it, we've decided not to take your application to Cambridge a step further. What? As you can tell, I was very confused. I was in the middle of my Spanish speaking lesson, and like I sneaked and saw the email because I'm like, ooh, it's Cambridge, okay. I was like, what's going on? Dios mío, no puedo con el día. Mátame. After my lesson, I rushed to my head of year and was like, okay, what's going on? Help me. I'm so confused. What's going on? Because this meant so much to me. I couldn't even find out whether I wasn't good enough. Like, it would have been like painful but fine if I was like, oh, sorry, you didn't get an interview, that. But I didn't. It was you failed to do this. A lot of things were happening and I was very confused. So they told me, call them, send them an email. I did that. They didn't pick up, so I just sent them an email and left them a voicemail, and I just went home wondering about life and being stuck in existential thoughts. I was just thinking, racking my brain, thinking, okay, what happened? What could have happened? I don't understand. They're telling me, oh, you didn't send it in. I didn't get any information about this. I didn't get a link. Am I meant to post it? Am I meant to voodoo that off? Like, what's going on? And I thought, how could it have gone? Where could it have gone? Like magic? Sleight of hand? Voodoo? Then I thought, spam folder. I opened the spam folder, and there it was. About a month's and a half's worth of emails from my college telling me that I had not sent in my work, reminding me that I needed to hand in my work, and then politely telling me that I didn't hand in my work. Very luckily, they have procedures for this, and after they found out that after I informed them, they told me that I could hand my work in, and I managed to get it all sorted. But do you want to know the scary part? How exactly did that final email about me getting declined, disqualified, whatever, get into my inbox like that? Like, I didn't check my spam because I had so much at that point. I'd literally just finished my application. There was so much revision to do. How did it get in my inbox when everything else was in my spam? Voodoo. That email that I got, it didn't have any information about me. It didn't have my name, my address, my number, like anything, nothing about me. Like, it might as well have said, like, I don't know, like, buy Bitcoin 2020. 3 ways to slim down your finger. 2021. Please buy rupees from Nigerian prince. I don't know why I did the hand. I know rupees aren't sold in Nigeria, but you get the point. First thing about me, what am I actually doing? I'm applying to Pembroke College, as you already know. I'm doing linguistics. Put it simply, linguistics is the scientific study about language. It ranges from a lot of things to, like, literally how we make sounds with our mouths, to how different areas of the brain affect the way we perceive things, understand language and make language, all the way to how we have meaning and structure meaning. Now, why Cambridge? I'd like to say that I am an overachiever. I am a workaholic. Those things just you know, they make me fit in. Like, I'm not white, I'm not rich, I've got to fit in somehow. It's always been a target for me. Even though I've never really deeply thought about it, it's always been my target to work hard, see my work pay off, and I'm always looking for the next level to do stuff. I'm crazy. During quarantine, I started learning Japanese. I would literally wake up and not leave my bed for hours because I was just learning hundreds of kanji in a day. Like, I'm crazy. Okay, that's one of the main reasons why I want to go Cambridge, because it's the next level. It's the challenge that I want, and it's the atmosphere that I want. Moving on, going to try and just go through some advice I have towards myself and how kind of this whole, if you don't know, on the 25th we find out whether we got accepted or not into Cambridge, how that day, literally a couple of days from now, is affecting my mindset. Thinking about, you know, the current environment, how it's affecting me. You know, we've got COVID, you've got education, online lessons, university, like, you just gotta get them all. There's a lot of things going on, and a lot of people are on a worse receiving end. I understand that. Right now, like, literally this place, this week, this month, one of the worst things has just been motivation. We've all been kind of indoors for such a long time. Even though we managed to occasionally get outside, we've all been indoors for almost a year of us being told, okay, we're going to need to stay in our homes, we're going to need to not socialize as much, and that's had a very negative impact on kind of just my mindset, my mental health, and a lot of things. But the worst thing is just lessons. I have no motivation for lessons, especially because our teachers, you know, they weren't trained for this. They don't have the tools or resources to do this. There are still places that don't even have enough resources to do online teaching. Those that do have the resources, just, it's not that great. No fault of my teachers, but there are times when I genuinely just want to fall asleep during a lesson. With all the unknowns, including uni, I've just been really demotivated. So how am I going to try? How am I trying? And maybe how can you also try to really combat this idea, combat these emotions, this lack of motivation? This is not professional advice. I'm in no way professional. I'm 18. Wait, okay, I nearly forgot my age for a second. The main issue that I and a lot of people are having is that we're always thinking, okay, this is boring. Where's this going? We're stuck in the moment, and the moment is just infinitely long. It just tears away your motivation. And the way that I've been trying to combat this is kind of just, I don't know, thinking ahead. Everyone has those things that you've been interested in for a really long time, whether it's a tiny hobby or just a spark of interest. My advice for myself that I've been actively following, and for you, is chase that light, chase that little spark, whatever it is, and use that as a reason to get yourself motivated. Use it as a reason to wake up in the morning. Finding motivation in something other than school is great. Like, it could be creative, it could be a subject that you don't do at school but that's in school, it could be anything. For me, when I was having issues before in school, I decided to take up Japanese. I needed to really feel like I was learning and challenged because I didn't have help. I was teaching myself. Now it's a ton of things. This YouTube, I'm learning about a lot of things. I'm learning about trading. There's so many things that I want to do in the future, so many ideas, and it's that allows me to go in my lessons and not want to hit end call as soon as I join a call. Finding that thing will help you, that you can build brick by brick. After this whole mess of an environment, you're going to end up on the other side, and you're going to have a skill, you're going to have an interest, you're going to have something that can turn into a hobby, something that can bloom. For me, I see it as I'm running out of fuel. These lessons are taking more fuel out of me every day, and I get to the end of a lesson, I get to the end of a school day sitting at my desk that I've literally sat at for the past 4 or 5 hours, and I don't have the energy to do the extra work that I'm meant to do. I'm out of gas, I'm out of fuel. Doing these things, watching these videos, exploring these topics that I'm really interested in, I get this energy back that allows me to get to the next step. It allows me to get to the next end of the road, and get to the next end of the road until I have to give up, and then get to the next end of the road until I have to give up. And one day, I'm going to give up, and it's going to be too much, but by then I would have been at a gas station, ready to refuel and start a new motorway. I'm not good at analogies, I know. Now, how does one piece of information, how does one email help this? What does me finding out on Monday actually do for me? You know, if I find out that I got accepted, it's going to be a massive boost, okay? Of course, because I'm going to be in my lessons and I'm going to feel like, I can't be bothered with this, or I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever. And then I'll realise this isn't the mindset that's going to get me those grades. This isn't going to get me where I want to be tomorrow, where I want to be in a week, where I want to be in a year. The confirmation, it's essentially a confirmation to me. It's telling me your hard work has gotten you to step A. You've gotten this far. You still need to get to the next part. That's essentially what's going to help me ensure that I keep myself on track. Now, what if I don't get in? What if I find out I got rejected? And what if you find out you got rejected from your dream uni? For me, I'm lucky. I'm taking a gap year, which gives me another opportunity to retake my exams and reapply to try and ensure that I do get in. But if I don't get in, it's going to tell me that my hard work wasn't enough and I still need to do more. It's not going to demotivate me. It's going to motivate me to do more than I ever did. And for you too, if you don't get into your dream university, if you don't get in and you're doing gap year, then lucky you can reapply. If not, then it's going to tell you that you're working and you're working at a good rate, at a good pace, but you still need to work hard. No one can change your now. No protest, no post, no nothing is going to change your now, your next week, your next day, your next month, or your year. The only person that can do that is you. I hope that my advice has somehow proven useful to you. I hope my anecdote was interesting. I'm going to fast forward to me actually opening my offer, or lack thereof. Hello guys, I know I look weird. I look like some messed up pineapple. I would just like to say I'm black, in case you didn't know. And I'm in the middle of retwisting my hair, so that's going on. I'm really sorry for how my hair looks. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Just look at this. It's a work in progress. It's gonna be beautiful soon. Anyway, without further ado, I'm opening it. I turned off my notifications specifically so I wouldn't see it. But okay, let's do this. Okay, Outlook. Opened Outlook. Is it there? Outcome of application to Pembroke College. I see it. It's there. Okay. Let me just offer you a place. We are delighted to inform you that Pembroke College would like to offer you a place to study linguistics tripos starting 2022. Right, that's all you need to see. I'm so happy. Yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video.